The Battle of El Alamein, turning the tide in North Africa. In the vast, arid deserts of North Africa, a crucial showdown unfolded during World War II. The Battle of El Alamein, fought between October 23rd and November 11th, 1942, marked a turning point in the Western Desert Campaign. This epic clash saw the British 8th Army, commanded by General Bernard Montgomery, face off against the German-Italian Panzer Army, led by the legendary General Erwin Rommel, the Desert Fox. This is the thrilling story of strategic brilliance, intense combat, and the decisive victory that changed the course of the war in North Africa. As the sun set on the evening of October the 23rd, 1942, the calm of the desert was shattered by the thunderous roar of thousands of artillery guns. The British 8th Army had launched Operation Lightfoot, a massive offensive aimed at breaking through the formidable Axis defences. The artillery barrage, one of the largest in history, was designed to clear a path through the minefields and weaken the enemy's resolve. The British forces, numbering over 200,000 men and supported by 1,000 tanks, had meticulously planned their attack. Their objective was to break the German and Italian lines, which had been fortified with mines, barbed wire and anti-tank obstacles. The initial phase of the operation saw engineers, known as sappers, advancing under heavy fire to clear paths through the minefields. Behind them, infantry and armoured units followed, ready to exploit any breakthroughs. The night was lit up by the flashes of artillery and the sounds of explosions. It was a scene of chaos and determination as we moved forward, knowing that this was our moment to turn the tide. British infantrymen, the Germans and Italians, though outnumbered, were not easily cowed. Rommel, a master of desert warfare, had prepared his defences well. The Axis forces, consisting of about 100,000 troops and 500 tanks, fought tenaciously to hold their ground. Rommel, despite suffering from ill health, returned to the front to rally his troops and orchestrate a counter-attack. For 12 days and nights, the desert echoed with the sounds of battle. The British and Commonwealth forces pushed forward relentlessly, encountering fierce resistance from the Axis defenders. The combat was intense, with tanks clashing in violent duels and infantry units engaging in brutal close-quarters combat. As the British forces advanced, they faced formidable obstacles. The desert terrain was challenging, with shifting sands and extreme temperatures making movement and logistics difficult. The Axis defences were robust, with multiple layers of mines, barbed wire and well-placed anti-tank guns. The turning point came on November 2nd, when Montgomery launched a concentrated attack on the weakened Axis centre. The British armour, spearheaded by the powerful Grant and Sherman tanks, punched through the enemy lines. The Axis forces, exhausted and running low on supplies, began to falter. Rommel, recognising the dire situation, ordered a strategic withdrawal to avoid total annihilation. Our tanks rolled forward, smashing through the enemy lines. It was a fierce battle, but we knew that victory was within our grasp. The Desert Fox was on the run, and we had seized the initiative. British tank commander. As the Axis forces retreated, the British 8th Army pursued them relentlessly. The pursuit continued across the desert, with the Axis forces attempting to regroup and establish new defensive positions. However, the relentless pressure from the British and Commonwealth troops left them little room to manoeuvre. By November 11th, the battle was effectively over. The Axis forces had suffered a decisive defeat, losing significant numbers of men, tanks and equipment. The victory at El Alamein was a turning point in the North African campaign, shifting the balance of power in favour of the Allies. The Battle of El Alamein had far-reaching implications. It marked the beginning of the end for the Axis presence in North Africa. The victory boosted Allied morale and demonstrated that the seemingly invincible German war machine could be defeated. It also paved the way for the subsequent Allied invasion of North Africa, Operation Torch, which further weakened Axis control in the region. The victory at El Alamein was a testament to the courage, determination and strategic brilliance of our forces. It was a pivotal moment in the war, one that signalled the turning of the tide in our favour. General Bernard Montgomery. The legacy of the Battle of El Alamein endures as a symbol of resilience and strategic mastery. It showcased the importance of coordination, planning and sheer determination in the face of formidable odds. The battle also highlighted the significance of leadership, with Montgomery's meticulous planning and Rommel's tactical genius playing crucial roles in the unfolding drama. The battlefields of El Alamein are now a place of remembrance, honouring the thousands of soldiers who fought and sacrificed in the harsh desert terrain. Their bravery and tenacity are commemorated in memorials and museums, preserving the memory of this pivotal clash for future generations. The Battle of El Alamein stands as a testament to the power of strategic vision and the indomitable spirit of those who fight for freedom. It is a story of intense combat, brilliant tactics and the turning of the tide in one of the most critical theatres of World War II. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe and comment below to suggest new ideas for future videos. Your support helps us bring more incredible stories from history to life.